Disturbing visuals, concerning accusations, and a string of controversial statements. It all adds up to about a million reasons we're worried about a Minecraft movie. There's been talk about making a Minecraft movie for almost as long as the game has existed. Technically, the first discussions of adapting the game involved a TV project that was first mentioned in 2012, though that never came to pass. By 2014, things had shifted towards the big screen, with plans for a crowd-funded fan film that was ultimately shut down by the game's creator, Marcus Pearson. Then, for the next 80 years or so, multiple attempts to make a legitimate Minecraft movie were announced, only to eventually fizzle out for one reason or another. It was beginning to look like it just wasn't meant to be. But finally, in 2022, there was an announcement about the movie that's now set to come out in April 2025. Considering this backstory, it's hard not to wonder if Warner Brothers was tired of having this property on its hands and just wanted to put anything out to be rid of it once and for all. The LEGO movies prove that you don't need to reinvent the wheel when bringing a brick-based property to life. And when the Netflix series Minecraft Story Mode reworked the video game series into an interactive TV show. Sure, it was technically a game at first, but it still worked just fine as a show that was made up entirely of Minecraft graphics. All of this is to say that the decision to have a Minecraft movie be a hybrid of animation and live-action actors is somewhat baffling. For one thing, it's just plain weird to see human actors interacting with the blocky environments and creatures from the game. Also, it just smacks of a project that didn't have enough faith in its source material to directly translate it visually to the big screen. Minecraft first launched in 2011 and eventually found an audience with both children and adults. It's always been an all-ages affair, which is likely a huge part of why it's gone on to become the second best-selling video game of all time, behind Tetris. And now the young kids who played Minecraft when it first came out have grown up into teenagers and adults. So even though the Minecraft fanbase includes plenty of adults, the first trailer for a Minecraft movie feels like it's aimed almost entirely at youngsters, and that could very well be a major miscalculation.
Bad idea.
Recent successful films based on legacy video game properties like Sonic the Hedgehog and the Super Mario Bros. Movie managed to be both kid-friendly while also appealing to an older demographic. Hopefully, a Minecraft movie is wise enough to do that as well, despite what its marketing has shown thus far. The premise of the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie is that its main character is sucked into another dimension and needs to figure out how to get back home. The premise of the Super Mario Bros. Movie is that Mario and Luigi are sucked into another dimension and they need to figure out how to get back home. And then there's also Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, which, while not based on a video game, is also about being sucked into another dimension and needing to get back home. A Minecraft movie seems to be following this overused trope as well. The game actually has a legitimate story and deep lore, more than enough to potentially build multiple movies around, without having to resort to a tired gimmick. Even when your inspirations are some of the highest-grossing video game movies of all time, an overdone trope is still an overdone trope.
Oh boy, here we go again.
It might have been a little more forgivable that a Minecraft movie is a hybrid of live-action actors and computer-animated environments if the blend looked seamless. But that doesn't appear to be the case, at least not based on the trailer. Instead, the actors stick out like sore thumbs, even when all they're doing is walking through a field or just standing still. The fact that the trailer shows very little interaction between the actors and the animated creatures is more than a little worrisome. Ultimately, the real test would be how convincing it looks to see them talk to animated characters, touch animated animals, and battle animated creatures. But so far, all we've seen are cuts between animated creatures and completely separate shots of human actors reacting to them, or animated characters only in the background of shots with human actors. It's still a relatively rare occurrence that music by the Beatles is officially licensed for a movie, whether it's too expensive or too hard to get approval, or both. The Fab Four songs just aren't as prevalent as you might expect them to be on screen, so the fact that the trailer for a Minecraft movie uses a Beatles song might at first seem like a big deal, and maybe even a positive sign. But there's just one problem. The song in question is Magical Mystery Tour, which happens to be the theme for the worst movie that Paul, John, George, and Ringo ever made. Released in 1967, the movie was just a random collection of scenes and moments that were thought up on the fly. So it wasn't long after the Minecraft trailer dropped that people started making the obvious joke that using the song from the worst Beatles film was a bad omen. The initial trailer for the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie infamously featured an absolutely dreadful design for its main character that was supposed to be realistic, but instead came across as creepy. Fortunately, Ugly Sonic was ultimately nixed in favor of a more cartoonish look, which worked just fine when interacting with the movie's human actors and real-world sets. Somehow, though, the character designs for a Minecraft movie seem to be going the exact same route as Ugly Sonic. The sheep and the llama in the trailer both have wall textures that look fine, but they also both have terrifying human-like teeth.
Don't look at it.
Shut your eyes, Murray, and don't look at it no matter what happens.
Even worse are the piglins, who have a grotesque skin texture that feels unsettling and out of place, not just compared to the source material, but also within the virtual landscape that the movie seems to be trying to create. It's worth admitting that Jack Black has more than proven his gamer bona fides. For one thing, he starred in the cult classic game Brutal Legend by voicing the main character and filming a live-action intro for the game. And he even appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live or dressed as his character. He also has a YouTube channel on which he shared various types of game-related content, seemingly just for the heck of it.
That's right. It's me, Jablinski.
And Black also delivered quite the scene-stealing performance as Bowser in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. He not only nailed the role of Mario's longtime antagonist, but also wrote and performed the song Peaches for the film. So, for a while, Jack Black's connection to video game-related media felt like a clear sign of quality. But then, the Borderlands movie came out in August 2024 and was one of the biggest critical and commercial flops of the year. So now, plenty of fans are seeing Jack Black in a different light than he was even just a few months ago. Therefore, it's not exactly the best timing to reveal that he's one of the stars of yet another video game movie. Nowadays, when a highly anticipated movie is announced, one of the first things that fans do is make a video of themselves reacting to that announcement. So, with a property as beloved as Minecraft, there was bound to be plenty of people with plenty to say about the Minecraft movie trailer. And unsurprisingly, most of what they had to say wasn't very good. Then, something odd happened. Several YouTubers claimed that their reaction videos for the Minecraft movie trailer have received copyright strikes and were forced to be taken down. Conspiracy theory gears started turning, with some people wondering if Warner Brothers was trying to quiet down some of the massive backlash to the trailer. Now there remain plenty of videos on YouTube bashing the Minecraft movie that haven't been taken down, and those instances where some disappeared may have been caused by a mistake or a technical glitch. But once a conspiracy theory takes off on the internet, it's hard to stop it from spreading like a wildfire.
There's a conspiracy here. A dark, vast conspiracy that may just go all the way to the top.
Barely 2 weeks after the teaser trailer for a Minecraft movie dropped, another controversy about the film arose. A YouTuber named Valkyrae, who has a cameo in the movie, revealed in an interview with fellow YouTuber Jason the Ween that her worst ever celebrity interaction was with Jason Momoa while filming her cameo. Valkyrae claimed that during her short time on set, she witnessed Momoa yelling at members of the crew. From her vantage point, it didn't seem like a good environment to be working in.
It was a very emotional scene, so maybe he was still in character, I don't know, but I just was kind of surprised by how he treated like some of the crew.
As of October 2024, neither Momoa nor his representatives have addressed Valkyrae's accusations. It's also worth noting that there have been varying stories over the years about what it's like to work with him. Amber Heard, for example, claimed to have had a bad experience with him while shooting Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Meanwhile, Emilia Clarke had nothing but kind words about their time together on Game of Thrones, saying that he advocated for her and was protective of her on set. Even if Valkyrae's claims aren't true, or if they are and this was just one isolated incident, such accusations are hard to shake and could very well only add to the struggle that a Minecraft movie is already facing. Typically credited as a creator of Minecraft, game developer Marcus Persson eventually sold the rights to the game to Microsoft, which made him a billionaire. He left Minecraft developer Mojang, and he hasn't been directly involved with the game or the developer since 2015. Nevertheless, fans were unsurprisingly curious to know what Persson thought of the Minecraft movie trailer. As it turns out, he ended up offering one of the few positive-leaning reactions to it when he tweeted, "Okay, I'm in." But Persson's stamp of approval isn't quite so simple. In the years since selling Minecraft, he's proven to be the controversial figure, having made negative statements about feminism and proposing a heterosexual pride holiday. Things got so contentious that he wasn't invited to Minecraft's 10th anniversary festivities, with Microsoft issuing a statement that said his comments and opinions do not reflect those of Minecraft or Mojang and are not representative of Minecraft. Considering that Persson's relationship to his creation is so contentious and that he's been genuinely unapologetic about the things that he said, it's hard not to wonder if he's actually glad that a Minecraft movie looks bad and is just reveling over its perceived eventual failure.